Christmas and happy holidays, my friends. I am Corey from Super Kami Guru 9000, and thank you for tuning in for my Naruto Shippuden review. I do apologize to my loyal subscribers and followers that I am a little late today, but then again, it is Christmas. I just got back from my parents' house, spending time with the family, giving out gifts, eating way too much food, and just enjoying their company. And you should do the same. Please spend time with your family and friends and have a wonderful holiday season. But before Christmas is over, here's one little extra stocking stuffer. My review of this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden. And before I begin, I just want to thank you guys. We have just reached 16,000 subscribers. Yes, my friends, this is massive. We hit it right just before Christmas, and I just want to thank you guys so much for making this possible. This has just been an incredible journey doing all of these amazing anime and manga reviews. This is a great outlet for talking about this stuff, and everybody who's been tuning in and commenting on the videos and liking them, thank you so much. You guys are a freaking Christmas miracle, and I cannot wait to create all these great new projects for you guys because we have so many cool things planned, and we're planning to get some brand new cameras and some brand new equipment. We have a green screen that we're getting ready to work with, so we're getting ready to have a lot of fun in 2015, so stay tuned for that. But let's talk about this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden, where Naruto and Sasuke die. Yep. That pretty much happens this week. It's a Christmas miracle! This episode right here is going to be noteworthy for the fact that it's the episode right before this brand new filler arc, the brand new Chunin exams, which personally, I'm actually looking forward to because it's going to be some brand new Naruto material. We don't have any baggage of being based on a manga or a movie or freaking serial novel or whatever the hell that shit is. The point is, we get to enjoy some nice, new, fresh Naruto entertainment, and we should really look forward to that. But at least this week's episode went out with a little bit of class and style, and it also had some pretty cool action in it as well. In particular, from freaking Tobirama versus Madara. That scene was boss as hell, especially because Madara thinks he's just got the advantage of the entire battlefield, and then he just comes in out of nowhere, marking his kunai, flying all over the place, and then Madara even gets the best of him when he starts like throwing all of his chakra rods at him, and I especially love that one scene where he throws it right at his face and has absolutely no remorse for doing this, and a lot of this does have to do with the fact that he is A, deceptively evil, and B, because, well, you know, he killed his brother and everything, so he wanted to get his revenge, but it's kind of a fruitless revenge because he's basically just a zombie piñata. You don't want the candy in that piñata, though. It's people parts. So Sasuke comes in flying through the sky, all freaking walking tall, and ends up getting frozen in midair, and Madara just stabs a sword right through his chest. And despite his best efforts to try and get up through this, which, let's face it, no one's gonna get up after this, he just collapses. And at the same time, all of the tailed beasts have been extracted into the Geto Mazo statue, and Naruto has been rendered lifeless. Everyone is trying to heal him rapidly, and the final scene is absolutely ominous when you hear just their heartbeats going out, and the final shots you see is just of the deaths of Naruto and Sasuke. That's it. But there are some other little surprises about this episode. I did love the return of Swirly Zetsu, the one who actually had control of Obito when he went on his rampage, and I wonder who's inside him. Try not to spoil that for the anime-only watchers. Remember, guys, I'm trying to keep spoilers to a minimum, but still, I think that's really awesome. Obviously, Orochimaru has a pretty good idea of who it could be, and Orochimaru is a very good clue of who it could be as well, and let's face it, it's pretty obvious who it could be, especially when you see the abilities he's using in battle, which are pretty freaking awesome, and almost seem like they're close to being on par with Hashirama himself, and it just looks really flashy and awesome, just the fact that it can use all of the different elements, and then freaking Third comes in acting like a boss and manages to block all of them. And honestly, one of the better action scenes from this week's episode. So what's the rundown? On this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden, I actually really liked it. I thought this episode was going to end up sucking a lot. It did have some pacing issues here and there, but for the most part, I thought it was really exciting, especially because I completely forgot about Swirly Zetsu showing up. I'm not gonna lie, when I read it in the manga version, they didn't do too much with it, but they made it look really flashy and awesome in this episode, and I really appreciate that. And it was really bold to open up the episode with the death of Naruto and then end it with the death of Sasuke. It just kept you on the edge of your seat the entire time. You're just like, what the hell is going on? It's so insane. This is definitely one of the bigger moments of the entire war. And just the fact that Madara is just destroying everyone and slowly taking control of the entire battle little by little. It's just really great stuff. I mean, there's some flashbacks that don't need to be here and there, but for the most part, this was a really exciting episode. I wish they would have focused on Killer Bee a little bit more, just like in the manga version. They just sort of skimp over him. You know, you do have the Eight Tails saying goodbye to him and sorry, but that's really all you get out of that scene. But despite that, this was still a really good episode that's actually a little more up there in quality than the last couple that I've seen, so I really appreciate that, especially because it's the last canon one we get before this filler. And I stress, I think this filler is going to be entertaining. Give it a chance. I'm definitely going to be watching it and reviewing it, so if you don't want to watch it, check out my reviews. Who knows? It might be a real big surprise, and I cannot wait to see it personally, if only just to see more development from the other side characters. So all in all, this was a pretty awesome episode. Good animation, pretty decent artwork, the music and voice acting, as always, was pretty exciting and awesome, and it ended at a moment that's going to, like, really make you want to keep watching, because you want to know what's going to happen next, and you're going to have to watch this filler arc to make it happen. Or you could just skip it entirely. But I highly recommend checking it out. I do think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to give this week's episode a 4 out of 5. A really high quality episode that had a few slow moments and some faults, but for the most part was a really well done episode of the series that you should definitely check out if you're a fan of the Naruto anime series or the Naruto manga series. Thank you guys for watching my review. If you liked this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out a lot. And before you go, please tell me in the comments section below what you thought about this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden. What did you think about the deaths of Naruto and Sasuke? Are you excited for the new filler arc in the Chunin exams? And what do you want to see from the rest of the Naruto Shippuden anime series? If you guys have not subscribed to our channel, you can do that by clicking on the channel icon right up here. That way you can check out all of our brand new anime and manga reviews. You can also follow us on Facebook and on Twitter.